Hello everyone, very good afternoon. My name is Himagna De Sarkar and I lead market expansion for ToneTag. So before I go into my presentation, let me thank the KPMG and the MAS team for setting up such a wonderful platform and giving us the opportunity to present. We really appreciate it. So ToneTag has been called an innovative technology in loads of instances. But when I look back, it is a journey, which is more of an evolution than innovation for us. So our journey started around 4.5 years back when we saw certain key challenges in the payments ecosystem. The top two critical challenges that we saw are, one, there is a huge gap between the issuing and the acquiring side, especially in the developing economies. For example, in India, there are 1 billion cards being issued. But when you come to the acceptance end side, there is hardly 1.4 to 1.5 million card swiping machines. So there is a huge lag. Secondly, there is a surge in the number of payment instruments in the market globally, which uses various kinds of technologies, various form factors. And this makes a merchant's life very difficult when it comes to reconciliation and daily settlement cycles. So when I started out by trying to attempt to solve the first problem statement, we realized that to bridge the last mile in payments, we need a universal waveform, something that works across devices. We experimented with a lot of different waveforms, QR, NFC, Bluetooth, and so on, and finally identified sound being one of the key elements, an integral part of human communication. So whatever protocols and devices we have developed so far supports sound by default. And that's when we started experimenting with sound and developing our technology on sound. ToneTag is a pure software SDK, which is an encapsulation of sound. It enables sound-based data communication between any two devices. It is purely a software because of which anyone with any device can make a payment, and anyone with any device can accept a payment over sound waves. Now, coming into the second problem statement, reconciliation has got two sides of it. So one is a transaction summary that every merchant needs to pull out at any point in time. And second is a real-time transaction notification, which is very key for the person who is sitting at the merchant outlet. And we have addressed both these challenges through our unique and low-cost device, which is a retail pod. Now, the retail pod is a standalone device, which can be placed anywhere in the world, and it can enable anyone to accept our payments. So it supports multiple payment experiences, tap and pay to QR scanning, and at the same time, it helps the merchant in streamlining his daily reconciliation needs. So it doesn't have any hardware dependency at all. For example, let me just give an extreme example, in fact, where a person with a feature phone in a remote place somewhere can pay to a merchant without any internet connectivity at all, right? So that is also possible. So having solved two of the key challenges, so we now are at a place. We are now at a place where we see a lot of traction in experiential use cases, some of the use cases which are not possible through other technologies present right now. So just covering the retail pod side, so the front end of the device gives the notification, and the back end of the device. The back end of the device has all information on the transaction. So the merchant can actually uniquely identify each transaction with what is the transaction, what is the application being used, what is the technology being used, the type of transaction, and the time of transaction. So this can be pulled at any point in time in a merchant's journey, daily journey.